All right, here we go. Welcome back for yet another episode of Snack Attack Unboxing. Woo!
It's our last snack attack, well, our last Universal Yum box in this house.
Yes, we will be moving next week.
So
The familiar backdrop of our tiny kitchen will be changing to something else. I know that's exciting news.
for all of you who probably do watch
Yeah.
it, our family.
Probably already knew that already, but anyway.
But, yeah.
So what country is our final snack attack from?
Greece.
It's from Greece! Woo!
I'm excited. I love Greek food.
Alright.
They don't have any euros in here, though. Probably not.
Unless that's something that you can dry and turn into a
Chip.
non-perishable snack. Or a chip, yeah. Undoubtedly there'll be some kind of chip.
William will hate.
It'll be spicy. Explore Greece! You know it as the birthplace of democracy, theater, and lighthouses. I didn't know that one. Oh, maybe you didn't know that last one. It knows me. Now get ready to discover many, many more Greek feats. The life-changing yum.
Yum yum.
With the almond baklava.
Ooh.
That sounds Klingon. Greece's nutty take on the flaky classic. When exploring Greece, there are a few things you must do. See the Parthenon, soak up the sun on a white sand beach, and try baklava. Sorry, we don't make the rules, we just happily abide by them. So why is baklava a must? Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a single Greek celebration, a wedding, holiday dinner, or birthday party, without a platter of the syrupy, centuries-old sweet front and center. And it never gets boring, as there are tons of different varieties to choose from. There's Korkobinia, the itty-bitty, bite-sized variety, Kataifa, the kind made with stringy, shredded phyllo dough, and even Saragli, which is baklava rolled up like a mini burrito. But to kick our Greek adventure into high gear, we've brought you the one and only original, flaky as ever, filled with honeyed almonds. Be sure to savor it. Like seeing the Parthenon or sitting on a spectacular Greek beach, you'll never forget your first time tasting Greek baklava.
It's really syrupy.
It felt like paper I'm chewing through, cardboard or something.
I think it's like phyllo. That's how they do cardboard in Greece. I like the flavor of the syrup.
I mean, if you're gonna eat cardboard, that's the way to do it, I guess.
The syrup is very sticky.
It is flavorful.
Mm.
I like that. I don't know that I like the texture,
Yeah,
but I could tolerate it.
maybe we should try baklava from one of the Greek restaurants around here.
I guess.
See if it's different than a packaged.
That's true. This is pre-processed, meant to be shipped overseas. Maybe something fresher would be more delicious. The next thing, roasted garlic bread chips. Finally, garlic bread you can snack on. I don't understand that. You can always snack on garlic bread. You
That's
probably
true.
know that garlic is good for your body, but did you know it's good for your soul? Let us explain. In Greece, there's a widespread belief that bad luck can be caused simply by receiving a malicious glare. Locals aptly call this phenomenon evil eye, or mati. How do they protect themselves? With special evil eye neutralizing amulets, or garlic. Folks keep garlic cloves in their pockets or handbags and hang them above entryways in their homes and businesses. We prefer a slightly tastier tactic, munching on these extra crunchy bread chips, coated in pungent garlic seasoning.
So, interesting fact. This, my tattoo, is a hamster. It's an ancient symbol that dates all the way back to ancient Mesopotamia. Anyway, it's supposed to guard from the evil eye.
So, if I give you evil eye, it won't affect you.
Never does anyway.
All right, good to know.
We like it.
That's all right. I'm not a super fan of garlic, even though I like garlic bread.
Probably because
But-
it's soft and.
Yeah, it's soft,
Buttery.
buttery bread, and generally I prefer it with cheese
I
as
like
well.
that.
But yeah, it's all right. Next up, peanut and hazelnut puffs. Roasted peanut or hazelnut? Why not both? What if these nut puffs had healing powers? According to Dioscorides, a famous Greek physician and author of a millennia-spanning medical journal, they do. For a nasty cough, he'd prescribe a mixture of hazelnut and honey. For colds, cooked hazelnut and pepper. He even created a cure for baldness by smearing a paste of charred hazelnut and animal fat on receding hairlines across Greece.
We can just do some right then.
These puffs might not do anything for your luscious locks, or lack thereof, but with an addictive crunch, they're our go-to remedy for a rumbly-tumbly.
They're not bad. You'd think with hazelnut, it usually pairs with like sweet. At least for me, it does.
Doesn't
Alright.
maybe. I'm used to cheese-flavored poofs. I don't, especially. I don't know that I like a nut-flavored poof. I'd rather have just like peanut butter if I'm gonna have something nutty, or some actual nuts. Just a fistful of.
Are those minutes?
Yep. Everyday eats of Greece. The almond milk toffees.
It's our yum bag.
Soft, rich, and creamy treats from Athens. There's a reason the ancient Romans called almonds nut graeca, Greek nuts. If Greeks aren't plucking almonds straight from the tree as a snack, they savor them at any other meal of the day. Maybe it's during a breakfast of loukoumades, donut balls topped with ground almonds, an afternoon appetizer of skordalia, creamy almond and garlic dip, or a sweet dessert of baklava, like the one in your box. Even candies get the almond treatment, so feel free to eat these chewy yums any time of day. Really, you'd only be immersing yourself deeper in the local culture.
I didn't know like almonds were like that huge in Greece.
Apparently, now you know. I'll save it for later for the chewy thing.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
It's not like a stick in your teeth one.
Okay.
It's soft.
If I can figure out the wrapping.
You figured out better than me. I'm probably chewing on paper right now. I like it.
Yeah.
So far, nothing disgusting. Good job so far, Grace.
Mm.
You're like,
We were doing
wait.
pretty good with last month too until we hit a wall with something. I've already forgotten what that was.
He blocks these things out.
I have to go watch the video again. That's kind of. I like the toffee.
Yeah, I do. I do too. Paprika and tomato potato chips. Tomato, potato, tomato, potato, tomato.
Yes.
Potato.
Garden fresh tomato meets smoky paprika. You have one person to thank for these chips. Ioannis Kapodistrias, Greece's first prime minister. I nailed that name. Convinced that the potato was the key to boosting the economy, he started giving them away for free in 1829. When the public didn't see the appeal, he hatched a new plan. He had armed guards protect the next potato shipment as it arrived in Nafplion.
That word.
Locals, believing the potatoes to be valuable, started to steal them, and before long the potato spread countrywide. Ingenious, right? Almost as ingenious as, say, pairing potato chips with tomato and smoky Greek paprika. I don't believe that one. I don't. Have they had a good potato chip? Have I liked any potato chip?
I don't think so. I have.
Why can't we just stick with salt?
or cheese. There was that one.
It's not bad. But I don't love it.
I don't like it really much. That
Grape Must Musticalora cookie. Greek pressed grapes in a soft ring cookie. Folks don't often use the word musty to describe good things, usually basements or socks. But we found the exception. These soft, cinnamony cookies are meant to be musty. They're made with literal grape must, a thick mixture made up of freshly pressed juice, skins, seeds, and stems of the grape, usually prepared as the first step of winemaking. Fortunately, the must made in the northern Greek city of Kilkis doesn't get turned into wine. It's used to make this traditional moustokoloro cookie, an absolute must for any visit to Greece. Must. It's a pun. Oh, that did not break apart the way I wanted it to.
I don't know what you did.
Tastes like a crumbly pumpkin cookie.
Yeah. Kind of. It's probably the cinnamon.
Yeah. Again, alright. Something that maybe if you dipped it in some Cool Whip or whipped cream or something might be delicious. Because it tastes a little bit dry.
Musky. Musty.
Musty. Is that how you would adjectivize it?
Mm-hmm.
Drizzled milk chocolate wafer. Greece's version of a better Kit Kat. Obsessed with wafers? Get excited! Greece is where wafers were invented. Woohoo! Back in 146 BC, Athenians cooked them by pouring batter between two hot plates, like an ancient waffle iron. And they topped the finished wafers, called obelios, with herbs and cheese. To see how far Greek wafers have come since then, just take a bite of this yum. With 4 crispy wafers slathered in cocoa cream, then coated in rich chocolate, and drizzled with even more chocolate, you're basically tasting 2,000 years of innovation. And boy, is it good.
It's seriously like melting in my hand.
Doesn't have a thin candy shell.
Okay, Tommy.
I mean, it's hard to go wrong with chocolate-covered wafer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Tastes like kind of. I like it better than the Kit Kat. The chocolate's better.
yeah,
quality
better than a
the
Kit
front.
Kat. Not better than a Twix, because I like caramel. But better than a Kit Kat. Interesting to know that wafers were made in Greece, originated from Greece.
Thank you, Greece.
Mm-hmm. Next up, pomegranate jelly candy. Tart and sweet and exceptionally chewy, but not spicy. Pomegranate is dangerous, at least in Greek mythology. As the story goes, Hades, the god of the dead, trapped Persephone, goddess of vegetation, in the underworld, leaving Greece with no crops. Hades eventually agreed to release her, but first he fed her some pomegranate. Nice, right? No. Food was forbidden in the underworld, so eating the pomegranate meant Persephone had to stay there for a portion of every year. Thus, the Greeks explained the seasons. Fortunately for you, modern Greeks actually consider pomegranate to be good luck, as well as a must-have for weddings and NYE parties.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve parties. As someone who doesn't party, that is not a familiar thing to me. That means you can go ahead and enjoy this juicy
I really
pomegranate
like these.
jelly with no strings attached.
I really do like these.
All
Of my second one.
I will try that later. I will trust that it is good. I don't want to waste time squishing another jelly. Sorry, do you want me to eat it right now?
It's not like,
Alright.
it's not even as bad as the toffee was.
Okay, well, the toffee was a mistake.
Mm.
Nom, nom, nom. Wow, is that sugar covered?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a lot of sugar.
It does. I regret the second one. It's really good. It's really tart. Not too tart, but tart enough.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's too much sugar. Wow.
Ooh.
Next up, Prickly pear Turkish delight. Oh, the thing from Lion Witch of the Wardrobe, huh? Greek lokumi inspired by a cactus fruit. We know what you're thinking. Why is there Turkish delight in the Greece box? Well, both countries were once part of the Ottoman Empire, so they have a lot of cuisine in common. Turkish delight, or lokumi as it's known in Greece, is the perfect example. After spreading from Istanbul to Greece in the early 19th century, locals quickly made it their own. Take this yum. It tastes just like the fruit of the prickly pear cactus, a staple of the Aegean Islands. Because prickly pear is usually covered in spines, these lokumi jellies are the safest and most delicious way to taste this iconic Greek flavor. What is this white powder all over your house? I don't know, officer. Turkish delight. Would you like some?
Is that a newfangled drug you kids are using? Am I supposed to taste prickly pear?
It seems less flavorful than that pomegranate candy.
Mm-hmm.
Like less fruity. I guess I don't know what cactus fruit tastes like. That's all right. I like the powder sugar coating more than the other granular sugar thing in the other jelly. But
Yeah, it's not as flavorful as the pomegranate, but
not as fruity delicious. But it is still good.
but
if
it's
I were
not.
gonna eat it.
If that pomegranate had the powdered sugar on the
That's right. We have to fix Greece cuisine and create our new desserts. Almond kourabidis cookies, Greece's famously cozy Christmas time treat. If you received the turkey box in May, you might think you're seeing double. But there's a subtle difference between Turkish kourabiya and these Greek kourabidis, which are almond biscuits. Their shape is the difference. According to legend, when Ottoman Turks occupied Greece in the middle 15th century, kourabidis cookies had to be baked in a crescent shape in an homage to the Turkish flag. So you could say that digging into these round kourabidis is a delicious way of celebrating Greece's independence since 1821. Coincidentally, they're also Greece's favorite way of celebrating Christmas. So it's a almond shortbread cookie.
Want to see that one?
Sure. It's falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Feels very floury.
I feel like definitely, if you don't have diabetes, before
You'll
you
have the
start-
diabetes after this box.
Mhm.
That's for sure. Was that it?
That was it.
Woohoo! Yeah, there's a lot of seeming dessert stuff there from Greece.
Yeah, I need to cut the sugar. I'll eat some of these garlic things.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
I like this. It's a little dry in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
but I like those types of cookie type things. It's not, what is it? Not gingerbread, I've already forgotten. Shortbread.
Yeah.
But those are good.
What was your least favorite?
I like the jelly candies too, but again, too much sugar on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the chips. One of the chips or the poofs. One of those dry snacks. It's not my favorite thing. I like sweet things, but there definitely is a lot of sweet stuff in this box. So.
I think I like the chocolate wafer the best.
Yeah, well, you can have the rest of that or the
I already
others.
ate the rest of that.
It's all gone already. All right.
Ooh,
Well.
handing it back to me. I took that as my cue.
Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I hope that you enjoyed this wonderful experience going through some of Greece's desserts with us. And if not, why are you still watching this video series? Because you know exactly what you're going to get by now. It's not going to change.
No.
Just one country at a time.
Well, and the background's gonna change.
The background's going to change, but, you know, we never will. We're set in our ways. So we are what you will get forever. So forever. Feel free to come back next month and you will see us have snacks from another country in a brand new kitchen, dining room, someplace, wherever we decide to do the snack attack.
Probably the dining room.
Probably the dining room. So, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.